Alright, checking in. Hemlock Grove on the Lowe's property. Near Dawson Wildlife Management area. Pulling an overnighter. Looks like a good place to set up. Fairly level. Creek nearby. But apparently I should not drink from the creek, even with a filter. Beautiful day. Probably looking at a low in the mid to upper 30s tonight, so pretty chilly. Lowe's advised no bear activity recently, so that's a good sign. I'm still going to store food probably 100 yards from my site here. Alright, check back in later. Okay, REI Half Dome 2 Plus set up with Rainfly. About a 15-minute job because I'm rusty. And I've only put this thing up about 5 or 6 times. Don't expect any rain, but insulation should be good with the Rainfly. This is a great tent, through and through. I think the Rainfly has one nick on it from our adventures on the AT. Got some electrical tape that should take care of that. Cozy inside, 2 people, relatively comfortable for 2. 1 should be ideal. Alright, so trusted hunting orange in case I want to go hike. Deuter packed full, act like 65. Probably brought way more than I need, more like a 2 or 3 nighter. Now I need to get a fire ring going. So before fire ring, we're setting up our bear bag. Generally recommended to store your food in a high place when you're out in the woods. Although some people claim that it makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. This site is about 100 yards from my camp. I think that's the minimum recommended distance. This is an old fire road through here. You can just barely see the tracks. Tires laying around. And up here we have a metal car frame. Could be a Model T. So this is probably 100 years old. Upside down vehicle. Road bed continues on east. Here's our aforementioned bear bag, including anything deodorant, soap, anything that's aromatic. Rounded up the tree. I also have my other food pouch up there. Not to say that a bear couldn't get up there, but at least they'd be occupied with this. And hopefully not smell anything on my side. And rock on the bottom to essentially create a pulley to run it up and secure it. Hello again. Fire ring set up. I've probably been here an hour and a half. Pretty leisurely pace. Plenty of daylight. Not even sure what time it is. Doesn't really matter. Looking at the sun, I'd say maybe 5:30-ish, 6. Camp stove. Camp dining gear. Camp food, snacks. Saw a turtle. He's going to be my mascot, but I lost him. I was going to get him on footage. Thinking about going for a hike, maybe up those bluffs there. Just to see what we could find out. Kind of beckoning in a way. Calls to you. Alright, see ya. And after about maybe a quarter of a mile hike east, come to the wildlife management area border. You can only do those things with proper authorization. And now they're requiring the GORP, Georgia Outdoor Recreational Pass, for you to be even on the property. So now I need to pay. Now I don't need to pay. Pay, not pay. Arguably the best part of camping, the campfire. Great for ambiance. Keeping warm on a somewhat chilly evening. About 5:45 or so, not quite 6. Sun just below the tree line there. I'm just going to try to cook on the fire instead of cheating with the stove. So we'll see how that goes. I have created fire. I have created fire. Renee will get that. Movie reference. Alright, right at daybreak, about 7:30. Sun just coming up. It's probably in the mid 30s, maybe upper. Fire is a blessing. Cold night. Sleeping bag definitely not rated for this kind of weather, so I had to wrap a blanket around my head. Pretty chilly. All right, gotta get some coffee going here later. Okay, fire's going good. Much needed warmth. Cold morning. Breakfast choices are not ideal. Got some King Oscar sardines here. And some Wild Planet tuna. Most important thing is coffee sitting in that lovely container there. Running shoes, trying to dry. Soaked in the creek yesterday. Probably going to get soaked again on the hike back. But beautiful morning. What else can you need? Possibly need. Something incredibly satisfying sitting at a fire. So simple to get away. Beverage. The sounds. You can still hear a little bit of traffic, but it's still fairly secluded and isolated. The creek is lovely. Just kind of sit back and think about stuff. Talk to you later.